Hey YouTube. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I'm probably looking how I feel right now, but that's okay. So, I came up here to talk about being grateful, keeping your faith, especially while you're in the storm, going through the struggle. That's what I came to talk about. So basically, I wanted to wait until I was out of the storm to talk about my story, my testimony, and everything I've been through. That's what I wanted to do, but lately God hasn't been letting it go. Like he's like, do it now, do it now, do it now. And I'm just like, because I want to do it, but I wanted to be out of it before I did it. But I guess that's not how my story's supposed to go. I'm supposed to start now. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not going to go back to the beginning. Not yet. This story right now today is just going to be about like this past year, which has been a doozy. So basically, and I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. I'm trying to think, maybe I should have wrote it down to make sure I got everything, put it in order like it's supposed to be. But I have to get used to doing this. I really haven't recorded many videos. Like I said, I've just been getting the urge lately to do it now. So I have to get used to, I guess writing stuff down and making notes of what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. And getting used to being on camera and things like that. I'll get there. But as of right now, I'm just following instructions. As you can see, I probably look like I feel drained, defeated, depressed, sad. Like, I go through all of these emotions, and lately it's been worse. It's been worse because I just had to recently put my dog in the shelter. And I've had him for, I told myself I'm not going to cry on this camera. I've had him for 8 years since he was born. That's my baby. And I always call him my son, like, because I have a daughter. I have one daughter, and she's grown. And so he was always considered like my son because every move I make, he's with me. No matter what happens, he's with me. Staying in the motel, he was with me. He hasn't left my side, So that's what's happening right now in this moment. That's why I feel the way I feel right now, because that's like, Lord, I said I wasn't about to cry on this camera. That's like the straw that broke the camel's back, basically. Like, because no matter what I've been through, he was there. Even my daughter, she moved away. She was in relationships, and it was just me and him. Before, I want to say about 5 years ago, I had 4 dogs. Me and my ex-wife, before we got divorced, we had 4 dogs. And then after me and her separated, I lost the house because she was paying all the bills. I was a stay-at-home mom, wife. So I lost the house and I had to move into a motel. My mom was staying with me because she wasn't working and she didn't have anywhere to stay. And so me and her were in the motel with 4 dogs. And she used to babysit these 2 kids. So not only it was so every day I'm going to work, I'm coming home. There's kids in there, there's 4 dogs. But anyway, so the point is I couldn't keep the dogs anymore. And I ended up putting them in the shelter. So one of them ran away way before that even happened, when we still had the house. That was my hound dog. He ran away. He was always running away. He kept running away. These were all, you know, dogs that I rescued. So, yeah, that's how I ended up with 4. Because I just could never say no. So, I ended up putting the 3 of them in the shelter when we were in the motel the first time. And so, and that was like, oh my God, that was hell for me. I had to have this dude I was talking to, I had to have him call the people for me because they wouldn't just let him bring them in because they were full. So I basically had to say, like, they were in the street running around and we had to call the people. The people came and got them. I watched them put them in the truck and everything. And then I called and checked on them. I went down there. The lady, she let me come down there and see them. So, 2 of them got adopted. Okay, so it was I had the hound. The hound's the one that ran away. I had a Shih Tzu mix, which was a little small puppy. His name was Prince. I had a Great White Pyrenees, and he was huge. He was the biggest one, and he was, his name was King. And then the one that I've had for 8 years, the older one, he is a pit boxer mix, and his name is Eeyore. So King and Prince got adopted out. Eeyore was considered an aggressive breed, so they were going to put him down. So I want to say maybe like the 3rd or 4th week when I was calling to check in, you know, they let me come see him a couple of times. The last time I called, that's when the lady told me that they were going to put him down because he was an aggressive breed. So at that time I was still in the motel, but we had switched motels. So I was in another motel. But they took pets. So I had to pay to get him back. And I did that because I didn't want them to put him down. And I was trying to get an apartment. I was working and everything. So I just went and got him. So anyway, fast forward to today. So this is my 2nd time having to do this. Okay, so now let me tell y'all about the year before I get to now, right now. I'm just letting y'all know that what's happening in this moment. But so this year I lost I lost everything. And when I tell y'all I lost everything, like, I don't even have a nose ring in my nose. I don't ever not have a nose ring, at least a nose ring. I got like 5 holes in both ears. I don't have earrings in none of them, but I never went without a nose ring. I just lost my nose ring like last month. And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, this is like, I'm at the lowest I've ever been in my life right now. The lowest. And I'm not saying it can't get lower, but geez Louise, I mean, so, I'm trying to smile to keep from crying, okay? Last October, the end of October, I lost my car. I had a 2023 Kia Soul. Lost my car, and I'll get into that story later about, you know, how I lost my car. But anyway, I lost my car. My mom went into the hospital. They let her back out. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. She's been sick for years, which is why she wasn't working, because she was not able to. She'd been trying to get disability, never happened, whatever. So basically, it's me, my sister, and my brother. So she was just bouncing in between the 3 of us. So she'll stay with me for a little while. She'll stay with my brother, you know, like that. And my grandma in New York or whatever. So I lost my car in October. My mom went to the hospital. They said that she had heart failure. They let her out. She had to be on oxygen and all of that stuff. They're trying to figure out what's wrong with her. Come to find out, in January, I took her back to the hospital in January. And at the time, I was staying with, okay. See, that's why I said I should have wrote it down. So I was living with my sister. I was living in a motel. Then I was living with my sister. She bought a house. Me, my mom, and my sister moved in there. Then I moved in with my boyfriend. I had got a boyfriend. And this was maybe after 5 or 6 years of me being single. after my divorce, right? So I had got a boyfriend. Me and him moved in together. January. Was it the 3rd? I want to say it was the 3rd, and I'm smiling because that's the day I got my car, January the 3rd, but the year before. But I want to say we moved in on January the 3rd. I didn't realize that. But anyway, so we moved in together January. I brought my mom back to the hospital. I didn't have my car, so I was basically renting cars to make money, do DoorDash, Instacart. Then my boyfriend lost his car, so now I'm driving him around and doing things for my mom and, you know, stuff like that. So it was taken away from my time to make money, you know, for me. So let me see. They found out that my mom had stage 4 cancer, some very rare type of cancer that was hard, obviously, for them to find because of how rare it is. So she had to stay in the hospital. So she didn't come out. Meanwhile, me and my boyfriend got into it. I found out he was cheating. I found out he was cheating twice, actually. So I put all my stuff in storage, and I ended up moving back to Alabama, but where my dad is at, staying with my dad. Then I went back up there to visit my mom, but when I went back up and visit my mom, they was saying that it was getting worse. It was getting bad fast. Like her health was declining instead of getting better. So I ended up staying up there in the hospital with her. So now I'm just going to say everything I lost. I lost my car in October. My mom died March 21st on my sister's birthday. I moved back to Alabama. I found work. I lost work. I didn't have a vehicle. I was still renting cars, doing the same thing. Ended up ultimately losing my storage in North Carolina. And I'm also still trying to pay for my mom's storage in North Carolina so that I can get her stuff out. So, my car, my mom, my storage, my dog, and my jobs. I had 2 jobs recently, but because of my lack of transportation, I lost my jobs, right? So anyway, I'm sure I'll remember some more stuff. I'm just trying to think of the main stuff. When I lost my storage in North Carolina, I was so hurt behind that because God always shows up for me. He always shows up, especially at the last hour. Very last minute, he comes through, right? So I'm worried, I'm stressing, and they wouldn't take any partial payments. They wouldn't work with me as far as the payments go and stuff. So I'm just like, so it's the day of the auction, and I'm just like praying. I'm praying super hard. I'm like, God, he gotta come through. Like I can't lose this. My equipment was in there, my business equipment, my computer, my materials, all my clothes, most of my clothes. I got like 4 pairs of pants with me and some shirts, right? In a bin. All of my clothes, everything. My file cabinet with all of my documents in it. I mean, everything was in there. Like, and every day I wake up and I just think about like different things. Like, dang, that was in the storage. Dang, I don't have this no more. I don't have that no more. And I'm trying to stop doing that. I'm trying to stop myself from worrying about the things that I don't have and be grateful for the things that I do have. And so that's why I'm doing this video, because I ain't gonna lie. When I lost that storage, I was upset with God. I wasn't mad. I wasn't yelling at him or cursing him out, but I was upset because I really, oh my God, that hurt me. Like I was, everything, all of my business equipment, everything. Anyway, so, I'm gonna get off of that. So I was upset with him, but I wasn't mad, I wasn't angry. I didn't, I didn't yell at him or curse at him or nothing like that. It hurt. It hurt. And I don't ask God why. I stopped asking why a long time ago. Because I know everything is for his reason, Whatever the reason is for a reason. It's not for me to understand. So I don't ever ask why anymore. Because I know it was obviously for a reason. And I guess I'll figure it out one day. But it's just things. I know it's just things. It's just things of the world, right? So I'm trying to get over that still. I mean, I'm mostly over it, but I'm not going to lie, like, it don't cross my mind, especially like when I'm looking for something that I want or I need and I realize it was up there in that storage or whatever. So losing that, then recently my dad, the house where we were staying, his uncle, he bought the house from his uncle, but his uncle was sick, and so he just died recently, and his cousin is in charge of his uncle's all of his stuff and everything. So she took the house. So she put us out the house. Gave us like no notice, and I know she can't do that, but my dad didn't want to fight it, so he found a trailer for us to go to. Now, the dilemma is with the move is the trailer was like way, way, way far up in the country part. No transportation. I already don't have any transportation. And I had a job lined up down where we were staying by his house, which was close. So I was thinking about just going to the shelter so that I can at least work and try to get a motel room and get my dog back. Because he said we couldn't bring the dog here. We couldn't, there's no pets allowed. So I was going to go to the shelter and stay down there and work and, do what I was doing to make money so that I can get get a motel room, get my dog back. But the shelter didn't have any beds. So it killed me. Like, I cried for days and days and days before I had to call. Because I didn't call till the last day we were leaving that house. So I had to call, and my daughter helped me, and we cried it out, and I'm just, oh God, so anyway, I'm up here now at the trailer, and it's really nice. It's beautiful up here, and it's so much yard space. Like, my dog would have loved it up here. And I love it. I love the house. I love the area. I'm just stuck because I have no transportation. My dad has one vehicle that works, and he uses it for work. So it's like I'm trying to accept everything for what it is and stay grateful. And every day I pray, every day I talk to God. When I wake up, I'm grateful. And, even little things like when I take a shower, I'm thanking him, all day long. I'm just grateful, and I'm thanking him for this, thanking him, even the smallest things, I'm so grateful. And I keep my faith. I don't know how, because, oh Lord, the stuff that's just been happening. Like, I'm telling y'all about the basic stuff, stuff that I lost, the big stuff that happened. But in between, I'm still being attacked. It's still things, people coming, like, just craziness, like, that I will have to get into. But so this right here, being without my dog, is the thing that's, I can honestly say, is beating me. It's bringing me down. Like, I've been having very strong faith. I still have strong faith, but it's just like I feel I'm just hurt. Like, this hurts worse than losing my storage. Like, I'm trying to bounce back. The last week has been very hard. I put him in 2 weeks ago. A week and a half, 2 weeks ago. We've been here. So this last couple of days, this last week has been extremely hard. Like, I've been crying, drinking, basically just beating myself up. And I'm just like, it's so hard. Like, I can't not think about him. And I don't even know. Like, so I don't even know what they're going to do with him, because when I called down there to check on him, I went on the website. He wasn't up there. They didn't post him up there. So I called to check on him, and they said that I had to come down and look. And so I just said I don't have transportation, to get there. So I don't know what's happening with him, and that's what's worrying me also. Like, I don't know if they're going to put him down, if they already put him down. I don't know what's happening. And it's like, it's just... excuse me, it's overwhelming. And I just been down the past few days. Like, even trying to do this video, like, God's been telling me to do the video. I've been getting so many signs and everything to do the video, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it, because I just been crying. I've been depressed. I've been, you know what I'm saying? And so earlier today, I was going to do it when I woke up. I started having stomach pains, and so I just took some Pepto-Bismol, went back to sleep, and I just prayed before I went to sleep. I just prayed, like, God, please just give me the strength to do what it is that you're telling me to do. Give me the strength to just be okay. Like, I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of crying. And I know that it's for a reason. I look at my mom every day. I have her up on the wall. Well, this is her blanket there. And then I have a blanket here. I don't know if I can show that on here, but I look at her every day. And before she passed, she told me to take care of them dogs, because my sister also has a dog. But my sister is very neglectful, so me and my mom were taking care of the dogs, really. And I just feel like... okay, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. But somehow, some way, I'm sorry. Somehow, some way, I still keep my faith, and I'm still so grateful, genuinely grateful. Like, I don't just say it because I feel like I'm supposed to say it. I say it because that's what I really feel. Like, there's so many people that have it worse. So I'm grateful. It just hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. And like, for my mom, okay, I'm about to have to cut this short if I can't get it together. But for my mom, like, when she passed, I accepted it because it was easier for me to accept it, because, and I say easier, I mean like easier than my sister and my brother. It was easier for me to accept it because she'd been sick for so long, like years and years, and they didn't know what was wrong with her. They just giving her medicine. She started losing weight. Her hair was falling out, nails was falling off, everything. So, watching her go through that, I'm just glad that she's not in pain no. Uh-oh, my phone about to die. I'm just glad that she's not in pain no more. But my dog, like, that's been the most constant thing in my life. Like I said, he's been with me everywhere, every step of the way, no matter where we are, where we staying at. If I move, he move. If I get up, go to the bathroom, he's sitting outside the door waiting for me to come out. He's like on my hip. Like, I'm all he knows, And so it's hurting me so bad because, for one, I can't communicate with him and tell him what's going on. Like, I'm going to come back and get you. You just got to be here for, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know what's going on. He has no idea what's going on. I pray to God that they're taking care of him. And it's, you know, it's nothing bad happening to him, but he don't deserve this. And I don't blame anyone but me, because it's my, you know, my situation. Yeah, so that's why this is like, this is, if my faith wasn't strong, if my faith wasn't so strong, this would have broken me. Like, this would be the break, you know, the breaking point for me. Like, this would be it. Like, my storage, that was one thing. I was really upset about that and hurt. But this right here, if I didn't, man, if I didn't love God so much and I didn't believe and I didn't have faith, like strong as faith as I have, I would be broken right now. Like, and when I tell y'all the struggle this past week has been real, because I already suffer from depression. I take medicine. I have anxiety. I take medicine for that. So it's like dealing with this stuff and to, you know, have to deal with that and just being broken down, just stripped of everything. Like, I literally have nothing but what I'm looking at. Well, I got some stuff in my dad's storage, some, you know, stuff from my old house that I had put in his storage. So I'm grateful for that. But I literally am like at rock bottom. And it's crazy because when I left the motel, the last time when I left the motel, my sister had bought a house. So I went there with her, but I was only planning on staying there for 6 months to a year. Then I was coming back to Alabama because I didn't want to be in North Carolina. I had to move to North Carolina because of COVID. I lost everything during COVID after my divorce. But anyway, so I really didn't want to be in North Carolina. I was up there way longer than I wanted to be. So when my sister bought her house, the house was an hour away from the city where we were. And so, but I had a vehicle then, right? So that was cool. But this time, it's like God has put me back in the same exact situation. Like, he took me from the city environment and he got me up here in the boonies. But this time I have no vehicle. Like, I'm literally stuck, and I know. And I know, and I'm laughing because of how God works. Like, I'm laughing because of how he works, because I know he probably be up there like, this girl's so damn hard-headed. Like, she don't listen. But I know he put me in that exact same situation with my, you know, going to my sister's house and coming up here, except this time I don't have my dog and I don't have a vehicle. So I'm very, very uncomfortable, right? And it's like hard for me to try to make it comfortable here, because at the end of the day, I'm still thinking about getting my dog back. So it's like, I don't even want to put stuff up, set up my room here, because I feel like I'm turning my back on my dog. But I don't even know what's going on with my dog. I don't even know if he's still there. But I know that God did this, for one, to separate me, to isolate me, to get me the focus, right, from the distractions that I had in the city part down there. And for two, for me to start doing my videos, because I've been wanting to do them since my sister's house. It was just always distractions. Like, it was always like, when I had my vehicle, my mom needs to go to the doctor, my mom needs to go to the grocery store, my brother needs me to pick him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. So, and that's why I lost my car. But anyway, so I know why I'm out here with no transportation, like literally stuck, no money, no way to make money. I was donating plasma down there, which is another reason I wanted to go to the shelter, because it's right down the street from the plasma place. Donate plasma. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but you go, you donate your plasma twice a week, and they pay you. So the first time for the week is $40, and the second time is $70. But you have to go both times to get, the amount. You can't miss a day. So, and you only can go twice in a 7-day period. So I was walking to Plasma from my dad's house when he had the house down there. But now up here, I have no way to get there. So I have to ask him, and he's already doing so much. Like, he has work, and then he has to pick my brother up from practice, and he's older, and he's complaining about he's tired, and you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. And so this is where I am, and this is how I'm gonna start my journey of telling my testimony, I guess. There's no waiting until I get out of it. I have to start it now because that's what I'm being told to do, which is fine. I just have to be consistent, get more organized, write things down so I can remember, because my mind is not the best at all. And I don't even smoke weed, you know, like I just don't, my brain just, but yeah, that's it. So I guess for anybody that might be watching or needs to hear this, like, just, you gotta keep the faith. You have to walk blindly sometimes. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts bad. But you gotta obey, right? You gotta obey. You gotta keep the faith. Don't give in. Don't give up. He wants his soldiers to be strong. We have to be able to be strong and, you know, withstand anything. So I get it, but it hurts so bad. It feels like you're being punished, but you're really not. You're really not. Everything you go through is to build you up. What don't kill you make you stronger, right? I know now more so what that meaning means than I did before, because I mean, like, I'm just man, I don't know how much more. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's my story for today. I lost everything this year, and I'm literally at rock bottom. Excuse me if you hurt my stomach. But I'm not giving up on God. I'm not giving up on my purpose. I'm not giving up. I can't. I was built for this. I can't give up. So that's the message for today. No matter what it look like, what you're going through, what you lose, what you don't have, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. And you'll always have God. Always. Sometimes you might not feel like it. Sometimes you might get upset with him. Sometimes, you know, you might feel like you're being punished, but it's okay. He's always there. Just don't give up. Don't switch sides. Stay the course. I know something has got to give soon. My breakthrough is coming soon. It has to. Because I'm talking about the past year of the stuff that I lost. But I've been, man, I started my journey, my spiritual journey, getting closer with God and everything during COVID. When we had all that time to spend in the house, that's what I was doing. I was praying to God. I was trying to find my purpose. Excuse me. I was building a relationship with God. I was doing that. Ever since then, the struggle, like, I mean, ooh, Lord. But I'm not gonna lie, he always provided, you know, he always made a way. So I'm blessed and I'm grateful. I'm just, this right here hurts, y'all. This hurts bad with my dog. And it's like, I can't even, I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get over that. Like every day I wake up, I'm thinking about him. When I lay down and go to bed, I'm thinking about him. And I'm trying not to, but I can't help it. And it's like, I'm trying to be able to move on and focus and do what I need to do and get out of that funk of the depression. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. So that's my story for today. And the message is keep the faith, hold on, push through, trust God. You have to trust him. You have to. You have to. So I don't know what's to come because like I said, I wanted to wait until I was past all of this stuff before I did my testimony, but so that I could say what is coming. But I guess y'all just gonna have to find out with me because I don't know what's coming, but something is coming. I know that. He didn't bring me this far to stop now. So just if anybody is out there listening and going through it, just hold on. And you know, it's so funny because I always say sometimes listening to other people's problems will help you to forget your own. So like when I used to go through things and, you know, I'd be around my friends, I didn't really talk about my problems. I would listen to theirs and try to help them with theirs. It made me forget about mine. So like I said, somebody always got it worse than you. So hopefully not too many people got it worse, but maybe listening to me will make somebody else feel better about their situation. That's it until next time. I'll be back. I'm gonna try to because when I tell y'all God is yelling at me, he's yelling at me to the point where I woke up because I've been it's been like 2 weeks or so. I've been having the strong urge to do the video, and I kept saying, I'm gonna do it, and then stuff keeps happening, right? When I tell y'all, he done started yelling at me. I'm listening to videos, right? Prophetic words and stuff like that, and there's like, the time is now, you need to move now, do it now, whatever you're supposed to be doing, do it now, right? The other day I woke up, and it was the little short that popped up on my YouTube. And I woke up, and I always wake up and be like, all right, God, what's the message today? Like, this is how I communicate with him, right? I wake up, I thank him, you know, for today and all of that. And then I'll say, all right, what's the message? As soon as I open YouTube, whatever's there, you know, that's the message for the day or whatever. I woke up and opened up my YouTube, and the thing said, it was a short, and the title said in all capital letters, God wants you to be on YouTube now. I was like, okay, God, like, I get it. I get it. He is yelling at me, y'all. I promise y'all, he probably up there like, this child so damn hard-headed. What is wrong with her? But I get it. And then I didn't even record the video that day because I was just down. So that was yesterday. So I was like, I'm definitely going to do it today. I promised myself I would do it today. And I'm waiting until whatever time it is at night, late at night, everybody sleep. I waited until now to do it. But that's fine because the other night I tried to record and my daughter walked in the room and disturbed me. So it's like distractions. And, you know, if people are awake, it's going to be distractions. So I guess this is the best time anyway. But I had to make sure I got it out today. So I hope somebody can use this message and relate. And I hope it helps anybody, even if it's just one person, you know, anybody. I love you guys, and I will be back soon. It won't be long this time. It won't be long this time because God is yelling at me, so I'm gonna get to it. Bye.